At 25 years old, Ethan Walker felt like he had reached the end of his road. His parents had passed away years ago. He had no brothers, no sisters, and no friends who stayed in touch. That morning, he had lost his job, the last thing holding his life together. With nowhere to go and no one waiting for him, Ethan rented a small boat and sailed into the open sea, hoping the sound of the waves would quiet the emptiness inside him. Ethan softly, "Maybe the world just doesn't have a place for me." Dark clouds suddenly gathered overhead. A violent storm rose without warning. Thunder roared and enormous waves tossed the little boat from side to side. A brilliant silver light burst from the ocean. Everything went black. Ethan slowly opened his eyes. Warm sunlight shone through glowing crystal trees. Colorful birds with shimmering wings flew overhead, while tiny dragons and gentle unicorns wandered peacefully through fields of glowing flowers. He sat up amazed. "Ethan, am I dreaming?" A group of elegantly dressed people approached him. Their eyes sparkled with magic, but their smiles were warm and welcoming. Walking toward him was a beautiful woman with long silver hair and emerald green eyes. She smiled kindly. "Woman, my name is Elara. Welcome to Lumina Isle." "Ethan, I've never heard of this place." "Elara, you couldn't have. This island hides itself from the world. Only those with a truly kind heart can ever find it." Days passed. Elara showed Ethan floating waterfalls, forests that glowed at night, and villages where humans and magical creatures lived together in peace. Ethan helped repair homes, cared for injured animals, and always put others before himself. The island's people quickly accepted him as one of their own. As time passed, Ethan and Elara spent every day together. One evening, beneath thousands of glowing stars, they stood beside a crystal lake. "Elara, Ethan, I've never met someone with such a gentle heart." Ethan smiles. "Ethan, and I've never felt like I belonged anywhere until I met you." They looked into each other's eyes. Slowly, they fell in love, but Elara's smile faded. "Elara, you cannot stay." Ethan looked shocked. "Ethan, why?" "Elara, the balance between our worlds must be protected. You must return to your own world." Tears filled Ethan's eyes. "I don't have anyone there. This island, you are my family." Elara gently placed a small golden pocket in his hands. "Elara, this is the pocket of plenty. Whenever you truly need food or enough money to begin a new life, simply make a sincere wish. It will never create greed, only what you genuinely need." Then a tiny glowing fox with crystal blue eyes jumped onto Ethan's shoulder. Elara smiled. "This is Lumo." The little creature bowed politely. "Lumo, I can grant 10 wishes." Ethan's face brightened. Lumo continued, "But only wishes made freely and with kindness. I will never grant wishes that hurt others, force anyone's feelings, or take away another person's freedom." Ethan nodded. "I understand." With one last embrace, Ethan stepped through the glowing portal. Back in the human world, Ethan used the magical pocket to find food and a small place to stay. But despite having everything he needed, his heart still belonged to Lumina Isle. Exactly 1 hour later, he stood beside the sea. He looked at Lumo. "Ethan, I don't wish for riches. I don't wish for power. My only wish is to return to the place where I found love, and where I truly belong." Golden light surrounded him. In an instant, he was back on Lumina Isle. Elara ran toward him with tears of happiness. "Elara, you came back." Ethan smiled. "I finally realized something. Home isn't where you're born. It's where your heart chooses to stay." The island elders welcomed Ethan as a permanent citizen of Lumina Isle. Soon afterward, Ethan and Elara were married beneath the ancient tree of stars. Years later, they were blessed with wonderful children who inherited both kindness and magic. Together, they lived happily among humans, magical beings, and enchanted creatures. Sometimes life takes everything away, only to lead us to the place where we were always meant to be.